What's up, Sooner fans? This is Jay and Jeremy here today on the Sooner Surge as we cover the Fantastic Four, the final of the Fantastic Four incoming freshmen today, Nelly McEnroe-Marinas. But before we do, make sure you guys click the subscribe button, like, comment. We are so appreciative of all the comments and likes and subscribers that we have on this channel, and we ask that you guys just keep it coming. Again, today we're covering the last of the incoming freshmen for next year's squad, Nelly McEnroe-Marinas out of Maryknoll High in Honolulu, Hawaii. A girl that's someone that's gonna play third base or first base, according to Patty Gasso. Someone who's gonna play on the corners. And let's get started, Jay.
Yeah, just like the other three we've talked about, just a great athlete. I mean, that's the main thing. Tremendous athlete, strong arm, strong defensively, also has some pop with the bat, really good hitter. And to me, the interesting part of her coming to Oklahoma was if you kind of read a little bit about her story and just her recruiting process, her Final Four was Oregon, Washington, UCLA. Those all have something in common out West Coast. You got Hawaii, you got West Coast, and then you have Oklahoma. And she even said that Oklahoma wasn't kind of like on her radar at first, and then she went and visited, and this was interesting to me because I haven't heard this a lot from. I mean, it's probably obvious that they've thought this, but you haven't heard it a lot in interviews. But one of the main reasons she wants to go to Oklahoma is the championship mindset and just the drive to be with the best players. I mean, we've heard the faith thing from a lot of people, the morals, the character, but the way she said it, she wanted to be driven to be the best version of herself, athletically and as a person and everything. So she's going to be a great addition because we've talked about this before many times on many softball videos about how this coming year, not as bad as far as who they lose, but the following year they lose a lot of their top players, especially on hitting wise. You look at Jada Coleman, you look at Tiare Jennings, you look at Kenzie Hansen, you look
Riley
at
Boone.
Riley Boone, you look at I think Brito, and this Marinas can play third. She plays shortstop, in high school. I think, like you said, though, Patty wants to use her on the corner, so I would bet she's going to be a third baseman for Oklahoma. That's just my guess.
Yeah, I think she's going to play on the corner. I think she's going to probably get some time next year on the corner, either corner. You talked about kind of what led her to the University of Oklahoma with the championship mindset. She also did talk about how the teammates or future teammates, how the ladies on OU right now carry themselves in a positive manner, which would lead to the best version of herself. But also, I would have to think the Jocelyn Allo effect did play a pretty pivotal role here because she did mention that it was great seeing someone come from her community, her city, to go play at the University of Oklahoma, almost like opening up, this gateway there to where she knows that she can go there as well. So I think that also could have played a role in this. But what you're getting is someone who is powerful, who has a strong arm, as Coach Gasso said, just a really strong arm. I don't know if it's her agility maybe is why they're going to move her to third. I know she's played shortstop in high school, but I would look for her to get some run next year at third base. And a lot of it's going to be dependent on what OU does at the shortstop position. If they're going to slide Brito over, if they're going to have Avery Hodge, if they're going to move Jennings. I mean, there's going to be a whole lot of maybe shifting that could be done. She may give Sanders a break at the first base, some days and things like that. But I definitely think this is someone else who's a top 15 in extra inning softball in the recruiting ranks.
Yeah.
So I think she was actually ranked 6th.
I think she was 6th in one ranking, and the other one she was 19, I believe. So, yeah, top-rated recruit, chose OU, bats right, throws right. Just going to be a great addition to the Sooners. I'm excited about these four that we've talked about. I know this kind of closes out kind of this series with the four freshmen, but all of them have unique talent. They're all very athletic, very, very good defensively, which we all know that's the key to OU success in softball is their defense. It's very strong every year, year after year, and also, she's got pop at the bat. I mean, you're seeing it now where it's gone are the days of having one power hitter as far as home runs, especially at OU. You can go back to some past teams, and you have one or two that's going to be the stars as far as knocking home runs out of the park. But lately, last year or two, it's been kind of spread out with the Sooners. And so I think that's what you're going to see just kind of the next few years and on down the road.
Yeah, and Coach Gasso, this is something I'm not super familiar with because I don't, I've got 3 boys, so I don't really follow the softball comings and goings of, growing up in softball. But Gasso did talk about how Nelly McEnroe-Marinas did put herself in position with some of the kind of championship teams that she's played on, how she was able to get on some of these traveling teams and really helped her experience in her championship ability and learning what that is. So, that whole world of traveling softball, and, I don't know that it's even called AAU, but I know that many times Gasso has mentioned how these young ladies have gotten, involved in those kinds and the right teams with that. So it just shows me that Gasso, again, is so well just knowledgeable about, where these young ladies are coming from as far as teams that they're on. And again, we're getting a great one in Nelly here and closing out this fantastic 4 class.
Yeah, and I think one thing it's probably not mentioned enough is just the overall program in Oklahoma in softball. And when I say that, I mean like even the fan support. You don't get that. You don't get that at a lot of these other schools. I mean, the Oak fan to be able to build a new stadium, to have the fans that travel to games. I mean, some of these places they're lucky to get people at home games, and OU fans travel to watch, and it's a show. I mean, that's what it is. And these athletes that come into Oklahoma when they're freshmen, by the time they leave seniors, I mean, we don't talk about it enough. I don't think about their development, their strength and conditioning, all of it. It's a program at Oklahoma. It's the best in the business, and it's I don't see it going anywhere for a long time, really. So
that's right. And, we're not going anywhere either for a long time. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Drop your comments here on who you think maybe will be the most impactful of the Fantastic 4 freshmen coming in. And, guys, you don't want to miss what's starting tomorrow. We have a new series for you Sooner softball fans that will be starting tomorrow that's going to go on many days in a row with just a lot of cool highlights and interaction with the subscribers. So make sure you're a part of it by subscribing and turning on your notifications. Until next time, guys, Boomer.
Boomer.